You don't need fancy ingredients. It's just about keeping it classic, keeping it simple. If you're gonna make a smash burger, yeah, you're gonna need like the right kind of grill to do it. A big fat flat top grill like I got out there in the Traeger Flat Rock. And you know, you're gonna want some tools. They were very cool. The Traeger people that sent me a frickin' pro hardcore spatula. This is a smasher I like a lot. And this is really cool too, that Traeger sent me too. You basically put this over the patty once the cheese goes on, and it speeds up the melting process, especially if you still have other things on the griddle you are still working with. You don't want to shut the entire lid down, okay? So it helps to have all the cool tools, but you also want to have everything in place because the cooking process moves fast, right? So that means, okay, I got my buns ready to go. I got my pickles out the jar. I got the extra juice out so they can go in there too. And then lastly, like, get your American cheese ready to go. It's a quick process. Doesn't take long for this to melt. If you're clearly into smash burgers as much as I am, this might be the time to give this channel a like and subscribe, because I got more to say about smash burgers and a lot more recipes to show you. But pro tip, you want to get great American cheese? Go to the deli at your grocery store. This is Boar's Head. And I actually think that good American cheese is out there. And I think Boar's Head's a good quality one. That's just one, but the deli, pro tip right there. All right. We've got our stuff, we have an idea of all the things we're gonna need, and a special sauce coming your way. But here's the other thing too, if you're making a smash burger, you really want to get the perfect size patty down, okay? Now, let's talk beef. Ground chuck, folks. Ground chuck, 80-20. Keeping it simple. I like Wagyu. I like all kinds of fancy beef and stuff like that. For a smash burger, this works well. This works well. Now, I do like to create the perfect meatball for the smash burger, okay? So what we got here are a couple patties. They're nice and rounded up. And what I do is I pulled these from a bigger tube I had earlier of ground chuck. And basically what I'm looking for is a patty, honestly, between, that one's on the lighter side, a patty between 2.5 and 2.75 ounces. And I learned that from going to smash burger places and finding out, oh, that's the sweet spot. 2.75 is a bit on the heavy side. I think 3 is a little too much. Some restaurants do that. Oh yeah, that's 2.6. I knew you were coming, so I was like, yeah, let me get ready. So these are the two guys we're gonna use. Put them right there. We're gonna go smash these suckers up, all right? So we got our flat rock up to temp. Now it's time to get it on. Now at this point you might be saying, what about the seasoning? That comes after the flip. All right, so we got our smasher here. And what I like to do is put a little parchment paper on there to keep the patty from sticking. All right? And we're just gonna do its thing. Yeah, I gotta tell you too, I grew up on this stuff, man. This is how we would do burgers growing up in the Midwest. Oh, I mean, beautiful. All right. The beauty of this too is you're just getting pure Maillard reaction, right? Just nothing but sear. Here it is. Oh, and just so you know, it's parchment or nothing. Like, if you think you can use wax, don't. Not that I learned that the hard way. Oh, look at that dripping, juicy goodness. Now is the time where you're like, but Ali, what about the seasoning? We can get that right now. Just a little right there. And we'll get the other side too. Oh yeah, just give it a little peek-a-rooney. That's the best part. You just gotta let it roll and ride. Let it roll and ride. Ooh. All right, we're gonna flip these guys. Yeah, that is what I'm saying, boy. There we go. There we go. Very nice. All right, we're getting the cheese on there too. Right here. Okay, awesome. Now, I'm gonna put these over here. And we are absolutely gonna get the steam action in full effect. While that's happening, we're gonna make sure we take care of our buns. So, kind of a pro tip here. This is mayo. There's a little canola on here too. But this is a great way to get a nice toast on your bun. There you go. Here it is. Oh yeah, dude. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what's up. I gotta tell you too, I've been doing this. This is the chill method. It's so much more chill to just do one of these, you know? You're doing a bunch and it's like, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? But this burger is ready to get built. Oh, hells yeah. Oh, really? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hell yeah, boy. That's a frickin' beast maker right there. Dude, already. Dude, that's a burger you'd get at a dope, proper burger joint. Oh, dude. This is ready to go. We just need to build up the toppings. Let's hit it. Much like any burger joint, your home is a burger joint that demands a signature burger sauce. I will say this as someone who's been a burger expert, who had a blog about burgers, who's written about burgers as a series for a magazine. Usually it's some play on Thousand Island, but there's this little place. It has golden arches, there's a clown, there's a playland. Sometimes they looked scary in the 70s or 80s if you're old like me. They have this stuff called Big Mac sauce, and Big Mac sauce rocks. That's probably what McDonald's is consistently excellent at. And we're gonna make some right now. So we're gonna start off our Big Mac sauce with the 1/3 cup of mayo right there. All right, we're gonna add about a teaspoon of yellow mustard in this guy. Now we're gonna add a tablespoon of relish. So hot tip here with relish. You can make relish. You know what I do? I take pickles, I chop it up. There you go. Because I made my own relish, there's no sweetener in here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it, well, all that sugar. That was actually 2 teaspoons. This is, hold on, onion powder. And now we got a little pinch of garlic powder. And I wasn't kidding about the whole small batch thing. Like, I just don't need that much, you know? Obviously you can scale up and you can check the comments for the larger ratios for this. But a little goes a long way with Big Mac sauce. And then just a pinch of paprika. There we go. We just gotta mix her up real quick. Hang on. There's always that one little whisk. And this is a little whisk. All right, so we're gonna whisk this bad boy up. Big Mac sauce, guys. It's not hard. Oh, I almost forgot. Small batch means the smallest batch ever. Literally, this is like 1/8 of a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. Okay. Distilled works too. And that's it. I mean, when you go for classic Big Mac sauce, it's just sweet and creamy. It's very addicting. Very addicting. Yeah. We have got our burger. We've got the basic essentials, and I would bet some money you could eat it right now and it would be delicious. But we went through the trouble of making our own Big Mac sauce, and like I said, I think part of making the smash burger experience at home is saying, this is my sauce, this is our house sauce. In the Con House, we're in the Big Mac sauce phase right now. So we got our Big Mac sauce on there too. We got our straight up, classic, no frills hamburger pickles. I like to keep it super simple like this. This is literally how my kid likes it. Sometimes I'll do grilled onions and stuff like that too. Sometimes I'll add a little shreddus, but that's it. But I think, part of this too is you're creating something that's like, It has picky little kid appeal. And there's something about that. You know, you're 5 years old and you don't know how great food is yet. And then you find that one thing that just hits right. I know for me, I got hooked on Big Macs. It was because of the sauce. It was because of the sauce. So there it is, smash burger, the hottest burger trend in America, and now you can do it in your own backyard. Well, here comes the really hard part of the day, when I have to just sit there and eat this thing. I went a little light on the sauce, but sometimes I like to do just a little dribby drib. Just a little dribby drib right at the edge. Okay, here we go. They're dangerous. They're addictive. I mean, now you know why I made a salad video. Now you know why I make the salad videos. It's because of this stuff. Man, I'll tell you this. I don't know how much they're charging for smash burgers these days. You don't need fancy ingredients. That's why I went with this straight up classic 80-20, no grills, ground beef. It's a freaking potato bun. Every smash burger joint is using a potato bun that they sell in a supermarket. The killer sauce is literally the stuff you find at the concession stand at a baseball game, you know? I mean, yeah, there's some tweaks in there, but it's all household goods. Nothing super special here. It's just about keeping it classic, keeping it simple, but having the right tools to create that smash burger effect. Because I'll tell you right now, if I did this here, splatter, blah, everywhere. It's a freaking mess. Way better to do it outside, trust me. Even if it is 100 degrees and there's 8 kids going, hey, Mr. Khan, can I get another double? I'm like, seriously? You're 8 years old. Where are you putting it? I'm gonna go get some tater tots. See you on the next one. Oh, by the way, if you found this at all useful, or at least entertaining, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I got more burger tricks up my sleeve, just so you know. Even though I'm wearing a short sleeve. But if I was wearing, imagine me wearing a long sleeve shirt. That's how many burger tricks I've got. I'm gonna go look for some tots.